It is absolutely electrifying to be able to hold in one's hand and turn the pages of a prayer book from the late 13th century, something that is centuries old, and find oneself comfortable and be able to read and to understand the prayers. It draws you into a moment of Jewish history where you feel at one with centuries of the Jewish people. Sotheby's is delighted to offer for sale on October 19th a magnificent Hebrew illustrated prayer book known as the Luzzatto High Holiday Mahzor. This prayer book contains the cycle of prayers for two of the holiest days of the Jewish year, Rosh Hashana, which celebrates the new year, and Yom Kippur, a day of atonement. The prayers reflect the rite of the Jews of Western Ashkenaz, and these are the Jews that lived in northern France and German lands. As with almost all books produced in the medieval period, this Mahzor was handwritten on animal skin, known as parchment or vellum. The text was penned by a scribe named Abraham, and we know his identity because in several occasions he placed an elaborate feathered crown or other flourishes on top of the word Abraham where it appears in the text. In the early medieval period, the Jews were not allowed into the artistic guilds, and as a result, did not have access to the information of how to create pigments, how to lay down gold leaf. To know that this book was illustrated by the Jewish scribe Abraham is particularly exciting. Over the ensuing centuries, the Luzzatto High Holiday Mahzor found new homes in Alsace, the Lake Constance region, and then northern Italy. Numerous notes and annotations in the margins attest to this important book's travels and its different journeys through the centuries. And we see how at each step of the way, its new owners added different prayers and hymns which tell us the story of the communities that this book belonged to. What excites me most about this manuscript are the multiple images of Jews engaged in prayer. It is one of only a very small number, perhaps less than 20, of early illustrated Hebrew prayer books. No others are known to be in private hands. In looking through the illustrations, you might be struck by the fact that some of the human figures actually have animal heads. We have one image of the sounding of the shofar where the figure has not a human head, but a bird's head instead. This is likely because of the influence of the Hasidei Ashkenaz, who interpreted the prohibition of the second commandment against drawing imagery in a more stringent fashion. Possibly my favorite figure in this entire book is the image of a man who is shown with the words Amen coming out of his mouth. This is my favorite because it's a you are there moment. You feel as if you are part of the congregation. These prayers are quite traditional, and many of them are still said today in traditional services. So the idea that you can look upon this congregant from 700 years ago and know exactly the words that he is saying Amen to, and hear the song resounding in your head is just incredible. In my 26 years at Sotheby's, I have handled many rare and interesting books. We have sold Bibles from Spain. We have sold illustrated Hebrew books of Jewish law. However, I have never had the opportunity to sell an early illustrated medieval Hebrew prayer book, and I'd be surprised if I ever have this opportunity again. It is such a rare manuscript, and it is just spectacular to be able to bring this to the public.